Look at him. He the dumb fool that's finna let her in there. He'll be itching later on. You nasty dog. If your wife saw that, you know she gonna kill your ass. Lot lizards. Look at her climbing in that rig. She gonna get that $12. What up, though? Welcome to the Changing the Narrative podcast. We're here to let the people know that a diagnosis is not a death sentence. We got some good stuff coming up, folks. Sit back. Come on. Come go on this ride with us, man. I promise you, it's gonna be like that. Changing the narrative. Being old.
Thank y'all for tuning in to Changing the Narrative. Let's go. What it do? What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for coming back to another episode of Changing Narrative. It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff Relaford. And we also got my man about to get popped on. What's his name? Armand. What it do?
What's going on, bro?
How you feeling?
How you doing today? Man, all is well. Thankful to be here. How you about yourself?
Hey, I'm great, man. You already know. I talked to you a little bit when I was at the gig a little bit, and then we had to cut out because it was jumping in there. But we good. Nah, we at the crib.
Most definitely. First off, before we get it started, I want to say Happy New Year to you.
Yes, Happy New Year, everybody.
You know, Happy New Year to everybody that's listening to us, watching us. You know, hopefully everybody gonna have a very prosperous and joyous and fruitful and favorable 2023. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. That's what we need, man. All that old stuff, you know, that was back then, you know what I mean? Bump all that. We changing. We going through a little bit more transition. You know what I mean? And we ready. And that's what we need to go right into because you got some stuff to share, sir.
Man, yeah. So listen, we're gonna finish off, you know, me finishing off, you know, basically my story, my testimony. And, you know, through everything I've been through, I finally came to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm tired of feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? I feel helpless. You know what I'm saying? I feel like less than a man. You know what I'm saying? So I got to figure some stuff out. I got to do some stuff different. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I just I kind of took a hold of my life. You know what I'm saying? And I started really owning like my treatments. You know, I would go to dialysis and now I'm telling the tech, you know, the tech that's putting me on, I'm telling them, you know, what we gonna take off, how, you know, if I'm gonna take anything off. It ain't no more. I'm just sitting down and they gonna tell me, oh, Mr. Baskin, we doing this, we doing that. Ain't no more of that. I'm taking over. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, you know, I ended up getting myself established back in the work world. You know, I ended up going to, before I did that though, I went to school and I got my CDL. You know, I went to truck driving school.
That's what's
up.
You
know, doctors and a lot of people was like, oh, you ain't gonna be able to do that. I was like, yeah, okay. Watch me do it.
Hold on. Why they write you off like that though? They tell you that you want to be
dialysis. Because I do dialysis, you know. It's not set up that they, you know, they think that, you know, you may be like a high risk. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't let that stop me. I you know, I handled my business. I did what I had to do. I passed my driving test. I ended up getting my CDL. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm feeling good about myself. And with this CDL, you know, that's the way of the world now. Transit. You know what I'm saying? That's
you already know.
A lot of the merchandise that's in these stores is coming from somebody driving a truck. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was starting to really feel better about myself. You know, really, I was having something to live for besides my kids. You know, I found a passion with something. And, you know, I'm like, I'm finna get me a job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get disability, but man, after you pay bills and do different things like that, you ain't, now what? You know what I'm saying? I still got 25, 26 more days to survive until I get this check again.
Exactly.
So I decided, you know, to make the next best move, and I filled out application, become a bus a bus driver for the city for the city. Got that job, was busting my tail, working 50 and 60 hours on top of still doing my dialysis. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting a interview on the news because of what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm juggling work, dialysis. You know what I'm saying? Being a family man. Yeah. I'm just trying to make it happen.
So give them a day, my man. Give them a day. Like you described that real quick, but just so they can really understand what you mean. You feel me? Give them that day of working, the dialysis. You know what I mean? The family.
Yeah. Everything. So when I first started working for the city, I was we had to do schools as well. So I was doing I had an A and B run, which means I had to pick them up in the morning, drop them off, and then pick them up in the afternoon and drop them back off at home. So when that first, some of these schools, the schools, no lie, man, I would have to be at work at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. First pickup is at 6 o'clock, 5:30 type stuff. You got kindergartners, first graders, second graders out in the middle at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning waiting for a bus. Man, that is insane, but it happened. It happened. So, excuse me, was working good, man, and being able to see that other side, being able to provide, starting to feel more and more like myself. Despite my circumstances and my situation, I'm just really on go mode. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the point I'm at in my life right now, where I'm on go. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make the best out of all the time that I have left. I don't know how much it is. You know what I'm saying? And within this time, hopefully by the grace of God, I get this kidney. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely
I can experience normalcy again.
Because you still got some, you still have normalcy. You feel me? But that dialysis, like we talked about before, it takes a big chunk of that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's stuff that you think about, your thought process, the whole diet. And if y'all didn't catch this before, y'all catch the first 2 episodes, man. Go back and really listen to how he was really putting it, how he was explaining what he was talking about, because it's real, because like you said, like we said in the intro, man, diagnosis is not a death sentence. You know what I mean? And this man is living witness of that every day of his life. You feel me?
Yes, sir. I mean, look, I don't know, I'm gonna show this right here. That's where I get the dialysis at, right there. That's the port. That's a piece of plastic.
Where that scar is at.
Yeah, it looked like a curve.
Yeah.
That's where the dialysis happened at.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the it's like they have to, it's like a root that they put in, kind of like a canal they put in so they can filter the blood in.
Hard plastic. What they did is it's a major surgery. They disconnect the main artery in your elbow. And they put a piece of plastic in, and they connect the artery through the plastic. However that works, I don't know, but the blood flows extremely fast. So that's how the dialysis machine has to run fast in order to clean the blood properly, and to remove as much toxins as possible. It has to run like that. So it's deep, man. But I don't let it hold me down. I used to. I don't let it hold me down no more, man. We on the bigger and better. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And once I learned that, man, my life has been it's been a lot better, a lot easier. And my thing for 2023 is peace, man. I'm doing any and everything to protect my peace. Whatever, at all costs. Bro. I'm protecting my peace at all costs, man. I promise you. It's gonna be hard, but I mean that's my motto, man. I think health is wealth. Even though I have this situation going on, I want to continue to be in the best state of mind as possible. I'm gonna probably get in somebody's gym and start working out a little bit, so that when it's time to get this kidney, I'm gonna be in the best shape of my life. So only thing I got to do is go on, go down, lay down, and go to sleep. Wake up with a brand new man. Because it's in the works. It's in the works, man.
Definitely.
in the works.
Yeah, man, that's
January 11th.
Let them know.
January 11th. I have my first doctor's appointment with the University of Michigan. Transplant medicine, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And the ball is rolling. Then at the end of the month, January 25th, I have to go to the University of Michigan to meet with the nephrologist and the transplant surgeon. So, you know, hopefully we come up with a game plan. Maybe I do the med evaluations and things like that. We can get this ball rolling, baby. Ooh, I'm excited about it. 2023 gonna be good to your boy.
Dude, and the thing, so we can put it in perspective. So when we started this, we had no clue this was gonna happen, correct?
Not a clue.
See that, and see that's what I said that for a reason, bro. I said that because I want people to understand. See, when we started this podcast, we had no idea, bro. We just trying to document. We trying to talk about your experiences, life. You feel me? We trying to round it out for people who also going through the same situations like you are. You know, it's not also kidney. You know, I told you about my wife, man, what she has. You know what I mean? She has something called Neil-Patella syndrome. Her kidneys get affected too, and they weaken over time. She's had family members in the past die because of that, because it's the hereditary disease. So you know what I mean? So I get it. You know what I mean? You have to be monitored. You got to live every day. So even though we're not going through your same situation, somewhere down in the back of her mind, she has those same thoughts. You know what I mean? That something could potentially happen. So I just want to say that so we can round it out and we can really show people how closely related all of this is, how connected it is. You feel me? No matter what you're going through, bro. You feel me?
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree, man. So, you know, 2023, man, we on some next level stuff, man. You know, I wish, I should have. That ain't in our vocabulary, man. We all about doing.
There you go.
You know, it's show and tell, not tell and show. Shout out to my old man.
Back up. Back up. We need you to say that one more time, player. We need that one more time. Let's go.
Before I say that, man, shout out to my daddy, you know, Rick Baskin. Rest in peace. He used to tell us this all the time growing up, man. It's show and tell, not tell and show. You know what I'm saying? Which means that, you know, you can tell me anything, but we about that action around here. Excuse me. I'd rather you show me and don't say nothing. Whether you barking up a tree and I don't never see the results. So in 2023, we showing and telling, baby, not telling and showing. We don't want to hear nothing. Show us.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That resonated something within me, dog. That made me want to reanalyze the stuff that I got going on and my goals and objectives that I got going on, bro.
Brother, listen, we gotta be like this, man. We gotta be hungry, man. Facts. You know what I'm saying? We have to be. So in order to get where we trying to go, man, that's the mindset that we have to have. And I say we because, you know, we a collective. You know what I'm saying? We're a brotherhood. You know, we're you know, the VNO Productions, baby. We're a family. So, you know, we all in agreement that it's time, baby. It's time. We're gonna be positive. We're gonna be consistent. We're gonna bring real life issues. Excuse me. We're gonna speak about the conversations that's very uncomfortable, but we need to talk about it. You know, I'm just reiterating all of our core values, our motto, things like that. Now it's really changing the narrative time. I introduced myself. I introduced my story. You know, I had my pity party for 2.5 episodes. Now we're going to show how we really live. Now we're going to show how we change the narrative every day, not just by somebody being sick or what you think sick may be. That everyday living. You know what I'm saying? The things that they say wasn't for us and we make it our own. That's changing the narrative, man. We do that every day. Let's get it, man. That's what 2023 is about, Jeff.
Hey, man. Hey, dog, let me tell you something. You ain't saying nothing but some great words, bro. Great words, because like we say, man, people have to realize that, like you said, this is real life. You know what I mean? And the thing is, it's so many people who live their life. They don't get a chance to experience. They don't get a chance to do. And what they do is they let like we said, they let the diagnosis become the death sentence. And the thing is, what people need to realize is that even though you're still human, we all have emotions. We all go through stuff. What you showing people, Armand, is that you can take control. You feel me? That it's never too late to gain it all back. Because you could easily sit at home and be sulking. You can easily be sitting at home saying, man, I don't know when I'm gonna go ahead, man. I don't know this kidney. I don't know, man. I don't know. But you living your life, and you really are trying to be that living witness of what changing the narrative can be. You change the narrative every day, but we know the big event that's gonna happen is you receiving the kidney. Now, bro, once that happens, oh, dog, we talking about flipping the script. You feel me? Flipping the whole script.
You want to hear what the craziest thing out of all of this is?
What's up?
It may seem corny, it may seem cliche, but in order for me to get in this mindset that I'm at and to be in this great space where I'm, I feel like I'm really, full of life right now. Shout out to my boy, Jeff, R3.
What?
I honestly had to redirect.
Let me back out of the way. Let me move. You
and refocus.
Say that again.
I had to redirect, regroup, and refocus.
Let them know.
And that's honest to God, I really had to do that.
Yeah.
And I can break it down exactly how I did it. The redirection comes from me deciding to take my life back into my own hands. Okay. And stop being a victim of my circumstance. The cards that I'm dealt, ain't nobody promised to have all aces or have Trump high or this, that, and the third. Hey, yes, it is what it is. I'm going to make the best out of this, okay? Regroup. Yeah. What I did is I decided to, you know what? I'm going to make some stuff happen. I'm going to go and try to get the CDL. I'm going to go and start back trying to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get back, at least try to be the man that I once was, half of something, you know what I'm saying, where I can still be, provide. And then I had to refocus. I had to change it all the way up because in order for me to get a kidney, I had to do things that I really didn't want to do. One being that vaccine. I didn't want to get that vaccine, but at the end of the day, I take flu shots, I take pneumonia shots, I take hepatitis boosters to make sure I don't know what's in that. If I'm trusting God like I say I am, He gonna make sure I'm good.
Facts.
I broke it all the way down. So I ain't just saying this because that's my brother and my co-host. I'm saying I'm using his motto, his business. That's my life. I'm using that for my personal gain.
Yeah.
So you say what you want to, but hey, that's my brother right there. I love you for that, bro. That's deep. And it's crazy because I really just looked at it and put it all in perspective, and that's how I'm living, man.
I feel you. And it's crazy because my whole motto behind redirect, regroup, refocus is shifting the mindset, self-awareness, and call to action. My man, you literally just ran through all of that with what you just said. So see, once again, people, here we are on Changing the Narrative. Y'all need to catch the first 2 episodes because, I'm telling you, it's crazy because, this is how you know God is in the work because transitions normally don't happen this fast. You feel me? We could have been easily sitting up here. This episode 3, we could have easily went 3 months, 3 years. You feel me? Yeah. But my man, we went 3 days. I'm just saying 3 days because that's how the episode roll,
Right.
but we took. It's a quick transition, a quick turnaround, but you're still able to share. You know what I mean? We have talked our mind, and you told me how you was feeling. You told me when you had some down days. You know what I mean? You talked to me when you told me you was really feeling it. You know what I mean? It's been times when hey, I don't care what nobody say, bruh. I can tell when you ain't want to be bothered, but that's okay because you know what? You deserve that. You at least deserve that for what you go through. I don't have to sit down once a week and get my blood out and in. I don't have to do that.
Hold on. It ain't once, bro. I will. Just 3 times.
3. Okay, so let's put it in perspective.
3 times.
3 times.
1, 2, 3.
3 times. Now,
Straight time.
I don't do that. You feel
Right.
me? So what am I gonna complain? I complain because I come home and I was telling you a story how my little dog sat up here and pooped on the couch. No, not even on the couch. If she did that, my wife go crazy. I'm complaining about how my dog sat up here, pooped on the carpet, and I gotta spray it and clean it. That's the highlight of my life right now. You feel me?
Right.
But it's just something, man. When I listen to you talk and I hear you speak all the time about the things that you go through, dog, you make me want to do things better. You make me want to reanalyze the shit that I go through. And I'm sorry, y'all. We said we was gonna do no cousin, but I had to put it that way. I had to keep it real for my people real fast because there comes a time and point when you really have to analyze your own life. Right. You have to assess it, and you really have to say, is what I go through really that hard? I may have to make some tough decisions, but is really what I'm going through that hard? Is really the difference from me shifting my whole trajectory of my life? All it is just a change in this. That's it, bruh. And you do that every day. It's people who struggle with just trying to make a decision. But my man, you get up early in the morning and you go. You get up early in the morning and you go to dialysis and you go through it. You go through you being tired. You go through you being weak. Like I said, when you don't want to be bothered, bro. And that's commendable.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. But hey, look, listen. And with all that being said, I'm sincerely appreciative of that. But man, we got to keep the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? Because time ain't gonna stop. It's not gonna stop because our mind. I'm tired from dialysis. You know, I'm the voice for that man or that older man or that older woman or that young man or that younger woman who really want to try to do something, but they really can't because they really are that sick. You know what I'm saying? Where the sickness has just took over everything. Where they don't have that drive and that passion to do anything besides, you know, coming here and sit down and getting this treatment. You know, just so they can survive. You know, I'm asking God to just use me in a way where people can see this. Like, man, you know, miracles do happen. And when I say miracle, I mean God, he does work. You know what I'm saying? He worked, man. And I honestly believe that, you know, when you're at a place in your life, you know, where you calling on him and you actually need him, he's gonna come through for you. But if you really don't need him and you steady asking for stuff out, he gonna make you work for it. But I was at a point where I needed him. Yeah. Like I was life or death. And he came through in the clutch for me, man. So I'm forever indebted for that. And again, I've never claimed to be a pastor. I've never claimed to be a deacon. But I am a faithful man. I am a religious man. And I do know from experience just how real God is, man. And you know, and another thing that my dad always told me, man, is God works with people. You know, you and I, we didn't know each other before this podcast. We were thrown together, but you know, it's a divine connection. That's why it worked. And we just trying to spread this love and this positivity and our whole movement, man, and just let people know that it's okay to be you, to be submissive, to be peaceful, to be respectful, you know, to just be your being. You don't gotta be nobody else, man.
That's it.
Be you.
That's it.
And I'm sorry. One more thing, you know.
Go ahead.
When I would make my Facebook post, I would always put hashtag. It could always be worse. And then my boy Ron, shout out to Mr. VNO himself, he gave me the hashtag from his license plate, which says grateful. So I would always say it could always be worse. And I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? Because those are two of the principles that I live by. Honestly, it could also if somebody is going through something a lot worse than I am. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for what I am going through, even though, you know, somebody look at it like, damn, he going through some stuff. I am, but I'm grateful because I know that somebody else got it way a lot worse than I do. So we man, our movement is we looking forward. We got tunnel vision, positivity. You know what I'm saying? And all shapes, form, facets, whatever we touch, man, whoever we surround ourselves with. It's man, that's how we gotta be, man.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And I want to, man, look here. You good, man. And you know what? I want to hop, man. You said when you talked about that work, you know what I mean? Bro, it's great, man, because see, what I see is you doing the work. You know, when you asking God for something and you putting in the work, what you doing is your work is not giving up. You feel me? Your work is, like I said, going to that dialysis. You know what I mean? Doing the treatments, because it's people who could reject it and they can say, no, I don't want it. You feel me? You got to remember that blessing comes, that kidney comes, because why? You are putting in the work. You are doing everything that you can to live and not die. You feel me? You're doing everything that you can to take control, like you said, and not succumb to something that people have. There's a remedy for this already. You know what I mean? And I know, just from talking to you and hearing from you, Doc, if the remedy was even a lot harsher and stronger, you would still go through with it.
I don't have a choice, man. I got kids. I got a wife.
Yeah, there you go, man. And see, you start thinking about who you got to live for. You got kids, you got a wife, you got your dog. You feel me? And it's
you already know Nova in the building.
Exactly, man. Yeah, shout out to Nova. She be everywhere, man. You be sitting up there, man. Get off me, big girl. You be wagging off all that stuff. But for real though, man, it's just a great thing, and I really hope that our viewers really pull from that. You know, I really hope that they take something out of that, because it's just so much you can gain from it. If you, like I told somebody about, remember I told you somebody was talking crazy on my live, and I said, hey, and I tell you, like I told her, if you get something from it, you get something from it. If you don't, carry on.
Right, it's okay. It's for who it's for. It ain't something. Everything ain't for you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's part of knowing you as a person. It's knowing that everything that's out there ain't for you.
Say that one more time.
Everything out there ain't for you. And the sooner we accept that, the better off we'll be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta find your lane.
Ooh, say that one more time.
For real, you do. You gotta find your lane. And the reason why I say that is because in your own lane, you drive as fast as you want to. You can't get no tickets. There ain't no speed limit because you in your own thing.
You gonna make me walk off? Come on, homie.
Come on, man. That's
how
we changing the narrative. Changing the narrative. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's the narrative view for the day. Armand's narrative view is this: stay in your own lane. There's no speed limit. Ain't no tickets being given out.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to worry about getting no accidents because it's about you. You minding your own business. Stay in your own lane, people.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I mean? You know, because I'm telling you, dog, people don't understand that. And you know, it's crazy how also people will look at you with a sense of arrogance too, because you are staying in your lane. You know, a lot of times people don't understand that is the pathway to what we talked about earlier. You said you want to protect your peace. That is one of the pathways and the segues that you use to protect your peace. And it's crazy how people get a certain level of arrogance sometimes, because you really not affected by nothing, because you know that it's your lane. You know what I mean? But it's not for other people to know the lane that you running in. It's only up for you to know that lane that you running in. So man, we running with that narrative view, bro. We running with that. Hey, Uncle Jeff just spoke, and y'all listen. Man. We running with that narrative view right there.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's
so we
it,
really,
man.
you know, we're gonna wrap it up, homie. You want to close it out, player? You want to close it out?
No, sir. What I was gonna say is, you know, it's 2023, man. Mm-hmm. We gotta remain focused, remain humble, remain obedient.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And continue to be team players. You know, make it about us, but not about me. Ain't no I. Right. It's about us. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
and with that being said, I'm gonna let my boy go on close the show, baby.
All right, y'all. Look here. I'm gonna just say my little piece. We thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Changing the Narrative. Now, y'all know how it go. We gonna keep the ball rolling. We not stopping. So y'all tune in next week for another episode of Changing the Narrative. We will be back with you again. Peace out. All right.
Look at him. He the dumb fool that's gonna let her in there. He'll be itching later on. You nasty dog. If your wife saw that, you know she gonna kill your ass. Lot of lizards. Look at her climbing in that rig. She gonna get that $12. What up, though? Welcome to the Changing the Narrative podcast. We're here to let the people know that a diagnosis is not a death sentence. We got some good stuff coming up, folks. Sit back. Come on. I mean, come go on this ride with us, man. I promise you, it's gonna be like that. Changing the narrative. Being old.
Thank y'all for tuning in to Changing the Narrative. Let's go.